英语比赛的决赛现场，我是主持人 Richard 杨博宏。在这个充满激情和挑战的夜晚，我们齐聚一堂，共同见证一场语言与思想碰撞的盛宴。经过初赛的激烈角逐，从众多优秀的选手当中脱颖而出了10位决赛选手，即将在这里展现他们的风采，用流利的英语和独特的见解，为我们带来一场视听的盛宴。
Hi everyone, welcome to the finals of this English speech contest. I'm Skyler, and it's my great pleasure to be your host this afternoon. On this exciting and challenging afternoon, we gather here to witness a grand feast of language and thought. After the first competition in the preliminary round, 8 finalists have emerged from numerous outstanding contestants. They are about to showcase their abilities here, bring us a duel, enjoyment of audio and video with their fluent English and unique insight.
首先，请允许我向大家隆重的介绍今晚决赛的评委团，他们是宋新克老师，大家掌声欢迎。那么第2位呢，是我们的可爱的外教 Gamero Mr， 大家掌声欢迎。各位评委呢，在英语教育、语言研究和演讲领域呢，都有着卓越的成就和丰富的经验。相信他们的专业的评判将为本次的比赛带来绝对的权威。让我们再次用热烈的掌声庆祝评委们的到来。大家掌声热烈一下好吗？
Okay, welcome judges.
接下来呢，这是一段无聊的赘述，我要向大家介绍一下本次比赛的规则。每位选手有3到4分钟的时间进行演讲，演讲结束后呢，评委将进行提问，评委将根据选手的内容完整性、语言准确性、表达流畅度以及语言舞台表现力等多个方面进行综合的评分。所有选手演讲结束之后，评委将进行的紧张的打分和统分工作，随后我们将现场的比赛结果进行公布并颁发奖项。
Okay, next, I'd like to introduce the rules of this competition. Each contestant will have 3 to 4 minutes to deliver their speech. After the speech, the judges will ask questions. The judges will comprehensively score the contestants based on content integrity, language accuracy, impression fluency, stage presence, and other aspects. After all the contestants have finished their speeches, the judges will carry out the intense scoring and tabulation work. Subsequently, we will announce the result on site and present the awards.
话不多说，让我们正式的开始今天的比赛。下面用热烈的掌声，有请我们的第1位比赛选手刘卓飞，来自知识产权2442人文政法学院。大家掌声给到，谢谢。
Okay, without further ado, let's officially start today's competition. First, please welcome contestant number 1, Liu Zhuofei.
Can I have a question? Is that 2 to 3 minutes or 3 to 4? You said 3 to 4. Here's 3 to 2.
Sorry.
So she said 3 to 4 minutes, but here's 2 to 3. So which one is it?
3到4分钟还是2到3分钟 All right, it's around 3 to 4.
3 to 4.
All right, sorry about
Okay.
this, but
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are London. We live in a world full of stereotypes. Some people saying all Chinese know kung fu. If they are true, I'll be studying action movie, not giving a speech. Meanwhile, some Chinese believe all Westerners are very more than cheese. Come on, guys, there's more life than pizza, right? Stereotypes like instant noodle, quick, but lacking beefs. They gave us the surface level idea into the whole story. So, how do we break them? Step 1. Speak carefully. A Chinese student in Germany once wanted to praise that his food after a meal. In Chinese culture, it is common to say 我吃饱了, which directly translates to I'm eating food. But he translated it literally and told her German host, ich bin wohl, which in German slang means I'm drunk. So the host momentarily taken aback, thinking the student had consumed alcohol during the meal. Step 2. Task before we judge. Food is one of the biggest cultural bridge, but also the biggest bad food. Some Westerners say, you, Chinese people are chicken feet, but let's be real, we eat blue cheese, we smell the salt given life. So, before we judge, why not take a bite? Maybe chicken feet is not Michelin star dish. However, the food misunderstanding on both sides. Some Chinese people saying Westerners only cold sandwiches. But let's be honest, that's more life than inside ham and cheese. Culture is all about exploring, not amusing. Step 3. Love as yourself. An American businessman once wanted to toast with Chinese college. So he raised his glass and poured inside, Ganbei, thinking it means cheers. Well, technically, it does. But in China, it usually means thumbs up. So, well, he said politely, his Chinese college changed the whole thing, they thinking he was challenging them. So, what's the lesson here? When in doubt, follow the locals, or just sit carefully. Final doubts. Be a wall, not a bridge. At the end of the day, cultural exchange like making dumpling messy or worse. The key is to stay open-minded, be curious, and love eyes little misunderstandings. If you do that, we will not just break the stereotypes, but also build friendship. So, my friend, let's put down the stereotypes, pick up the show stakes, and make some cultural magic happen. Thank you.
那么听完刘卓飞精彩的演讲之后呢，下面我们有请2号选手陆舒雅，来自知识产权2442人文政法学院 ，Welcome， 大家掌声欢迎。哦，陆雅舒 ，sorry。
Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever been certain about something, only later to find you were mistaken? My friend Lucy, a Chinese student in the US, taught me this lesson through her dental implant experience. I had always believed American healthcare to be a paradise with advanced technology and insurance covering everything. So I was puzzled when Lucy chose to return to China for her dental surgery. Why not fix your tooth in America? I inquired. Lucy revealed that in America, a simple implant cost $4,000, while in China, it was only $1,000, and her US insurance only covered 20%. This showed me that, while America prioritizes medical innovation, China emphasizes affordability. Both systems reflect cultural values, neither is perfect. Surprisingly, when Lucy accidentally chipped a tooth and needed urgent care in China, she only paid $30 and left within an hour. In contrast, her previous US emergency room visit for a mirror injury had cost $1,200, and she had waited 5 hours. This highlighted that in America,
through honors take precedence over speed, whereas in China, efficiency beats urgency. Lucy's story challenged my stereotypes. High costs in Merrick found groundbreaking research. Well, China's affordability relies on high patient value and streamlined care. To move beyond stereotypes, we should ask why instead of which is better. Why does America accept high costs to drive progress? Why does China prioritize affordability to serve more people? Let's replace stereotypes with curiosity and understand cultural differences. Cultural bridges are built by understanding different cultures, not clinging to assumptions. Thank you.
好的，感谢2号选手陆雅舒的精彩演讲。让我们有请下一位来自外语学院的康欣怡选手 ，Welcome。
Good afternoon, everyone. It's my pleasure to give a speech here. And before we begin, I have a question for you. What do you think is the most popular social medium in the world nowadays? Have any question? That is TikTok. Do you know the TikTok?
Yes.
Yes, we all know that TikTok is popular social media in the world. But in the beginning of this year, American set a ban for the use of TikTok. I think most of us know that more or less, yes or no? Yes?
Okay, yes.
But no one can anticipate that the ban of the TikTok influenced another Chinese social application. That is 小红书. Okay, no long time ago, the a part of foreigners emerged in 小红书 and they called themselves the TikTok refugees. It means that they were suffered from the ban of the use of TikTok. Sorry, this light was too shiny in my eyes. Maybe the American politicians hate their people to use Chinese social media. They want to force their users to back to the American social media, just like the Facebook or the Twitter. But no one can anticipate that for the user, just like a rebel child, they come to another Chinese social media. I still remember clearly. In that day, I put up my phones and watching the different texts from the different people from the different countries. And one of the most thing moved me is that American post one picture and said hi to everyone Chinese. And the comment has another picture from Chinese. It says, 你好 to every American. That moved me a lot. So what is the exchange, cultural exchange? It can be a talk between different countries, just simply like hi and 你好. And the other moved me a lot is that we can see exactly that less Americans know Chinese a lot, and most Chinese didn't know the English very well. But they still try their best to communicate with each other. So it moved me a lot. It just provide one thing. It's just express a wish that people want to communicate with different cultures. It's no matter of policies and the politics, it can be controlled by any politicians. Even he come from the most powerful country in the world. With the emergence of the social media, the world is become flat. We can communicate with foreigners just follow our heart, our wish. Just like the saying goes, everyone cherishes his beauty, and others cherish their beauties as his own. And we live in this beautiful world together. That's all. Thank you for your listening.
谢谢心怡热烈而且生动的演讲。那么下面让我们以热烈的掌声欢迎张金元，来自软件工程智能半导体器件设计2442理学院，为大家带来精彩的演讲。大家鼓掌欢迎。
Hello everyone. Today I want to talk about our first stereotypes in culture exchange. As college students, we are part of a global world, but stereotypes can still create barriers between us and people from other cultures. Stereotypes are oversimplified ideas about a group of people. For example, some may think Asian people are the thief, or that foreigners act a certain way. These ideas aren't just wrong. They stop us from truly understanding each other. So, how can we break these stereotypes? Here are 3 simple steps. 1. Learn more. Take class, join cultural events, or even watch documentaries about other countries. The more we know, the less we rely on stereotypes. 2. Think critically about the media. Novel and social media often show exaggerated version. Don't believe everything you see. Seek out real stories. 3. Talk to people. If you meet someone from other cultures, ask questions and listen. Show your own experience too. It's the best way to build real connections. As young people, we have the power to change how the world sees different cultures. Let's start by breaking stereotypes and building bridges of understanding. Thank you.
好的，谢谢张金元选手的精彩演讲。我们从中也可以感受到他深厚的这个英语功底。让我们有请下一位选手，来自国际教育学院的徐世杰，掌声有请。
Dear teachers and audience, for the topic I will talk today is breaking the stereotypes of Chinese and foreign exchange. With the development of globalization, exchange between China and foreign cultures are becoming more frequent. However, stereotypes are barriers to deep cultural exchange. Stereotypes come from lack of information and one-sidedness. For example, many foreigners' impression of China is still limited to the pandas and kung fu, ignoring China's long history and cultures and modern science and technology and colorful social life. Meanwhile, many Chinese people also have a similar impression of some countries. So how can we break through? First of all, education is crucial. Schools should aid the multicultural courses to introduce national condition of various countries comprehensively. so that the younger generation can establish a better understanding. In addition, cultural exchange activities are also wonderful bridges. Organize and participate in more cross-national activities such as cultural festivals, art exhibitions, and academic seminars. In these activities, both sides can experience the charm of different cultures. Besides, in my eyes, the key point is that the medium should report correctly. The films, television, news, journalists, and the social media should showcase the cultural diversity. For example, the documentaries can explore unseen aspects of other countries, and the news medium should report the cross-national affairs objectively. Most importantly, everyone should understand other cultures in depth, step out of comfort zone to make friends, and travel to experience cultures, accept difference with an inclusive and open mind. In short, breaking down the stereotypes is very important for deep culture, for building in deep cross-national cultural bridges. Only in this way can we build unblocked cultural bridges and promote the development of community, of social, of human destiny. Thank you for listening.
非常稳定而且稳健的发挥。下面让我们有请何思轩，来自会计2342的会计学院的小伙伴。何思轩到了没有 ？All right， 是你吗？对，第7位，是你吗？哦，抱歉。何思轩，你叫何思轩吗？啊，对，因为我们中间有一个小伙伴弃赛了，所以说现在到你第7位何思轩，第8位。对，因为一个小伙伴。这样吧，让大家来点掌声，给我们的何思轩提前加油打气，好不好？加油，加油，加油！来，再来点掌声，朋友们。
Ladies and gentlemen, 3 years ago, I experienced the warmest November in my life. Not because of the weather, but because of American family Thanksgiving dinner. When Mrs. Jackson invited me to carve the turkey, I froze. In my country, the eldest always serves the food, but in here, the youngest guest was given this honor. As I nervously held the knife, the 10-year-old Tommy whispered, "Just the present is your birthday cake." His innocent advice made me don't worry. Later came the furniture chain. Each person shared thanks while holding a red ribbon. When the ribbon reached me, I said, "I'm so thankful for your patience. When I mistook the salt for sugar yesterday." Everyone laughed. Mrs. Jackson kept my section of ribbon, saying, "This is our new family tradition." That night taught me 3 things. The food tastes better when shared. The languages matter less than smells. And every country builds bridges in different ways. But love is always important. From Xi'an to Boston, from mooncakes to pumpkin pies, we all have invisible lights in our hands. When we weave them together with curiosity and kindness, they become the strongest lights connecting human hearts. Friends, I have another great friend at that dinner. When Mrs. Jackson kept my section, and I see some Chang'e flying to the moon, some American kids' eyes sparkled. Just like when we hear Thanksgiving tales. Turns out all cultures share the same lines for family love, beauty, and reunion. This is real cultural exchange. It's not about which is better, dumplings or turkey. It's about enjoying both and sharing the love. It's not about dragon boat races or baseball. It's about feeling the same words when we cheer. When old folks playing chess in Beijing hutons, and New York chess players give each other a thumbs up. When French moms sing Chinese children's song, we are waving her daughters here. The walls of prejudice prettily fall. Remember, the world isn't a jigsaw puzzle. It's a rainbow piano playing harmonies. Next time you meet someone from different culture, hold out your hands. Look, those lights we thought were devices. When we hold hands, become bridges to the stars. Thank you.
好的，让我们再次感谢何思轩选手的精彩演讲。从他的演讲中，我们也能感受到丰沛的情感。让我们有请下一位选手，来自人文政法学院的秦明月，掌声有请。
Honorable judges, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. I'm eager to share a story that vividly illustrates the impact of cultural stereotypes and how can we overcome them. As a summer vacation, I joined an international summer camp. During our diverse discussions, an American girl named Amy harbored a set of deeply rooted stereotypes about Chinese animated films. In her mind, Chinese animation left far behind, with videos that couldn't hold a candle to those of American blockbusters. Moreover, she believed that the cultural elements presented were overly simplistic, nothing more than a shallow showcase of traditional elements. To her, Chinese animated films lacked originality, merely imitating popular Western styles instead of forging their own unique path. Then, fast forward to this spring festival, the movie哪吒became a global sensation. I was deeply impressed by it. Instantly, I saw a good opportunity to break Amy's stereotypes. As soon as哪吒was released worldwide, I wasted no time in strongly recommending it to Amy. After watching the film, Amy was overjoyed. She raved about how she was fascinated by its complex animation and the gripping story. She even admitted that she had become an instant fan of Chinese animated films. However, there are also many common examples of cultural stereotypes, such as the belief that all Chinese are martial arts masters, or every Korean excels at making kimchi. So, how can we break these stereotypes and promote deeper cultural exchange? Firstly, we should actively share the real charm of our culture. Just like I recommended哪吒to Amy, we all have the responsibility to introduce the world to the outstanding aspects of our culture. By doing so, we can replace one-sided stereotypes with a more comprehensive understanding. Secondly, maintaining an open-minded and respectful attitude is essential. When interacting with other cultures, we need to approach them with a genuine desire to learn. Instead of making hasty judgments based on limited knowledge, we need to take the time to understand the complex backgrounds. Finally, we need to make full use of various platforms for cultural exchange. In today's digital era, the internet offers us numerous opportunities to connect with people from all over the world. Social media, online cultural forums, and virtual events enable us to share the cultural differences and learn from others. In conclusion, breaking cultural stereotypes is not only about changing others' minds, but also about creating a more inclusive and harmonious world. Let's all take action to promote cultural exchange, embrace the differences, and celebrate the diversity that enriches our global community. That's all. Thanks.
感谢明月带来如此精彩而且甚至有一些专业的演讲。那么比赛已经来到尾声，下面让我们有请高梦圆，来自视觉传达设计2244国际教育学院，为我们带来最后的演讲。快来，大家掌声给到，谢谢。
Good afternoon, dear judges and dear friends. Today, I'd like to talk about a topic that's about timely and crucial in our globalized world: cultural bridges, overcoming stereotypes in Sino-foreign exchange. Stereotypes are like invisible walls that block the free flow of understanding between different cultures. In Sino-foreign exchange, we often encounter them. For example, some people in Western countries might think that all Chinese are only good at math and always buried in books, ignoring our rich traditions in arts, literature, and vibrant modern Chinese pop culture. On the other hand, some Chinese might have a stereotype that all foreigners are overly individualistic and lack family values. These one-sided views are far from the truth. Stereotypes not only distort our understanding of other cultures, but also cause misunderstandings and even conflicts in international exchange. They prevent us from appreciating the true essence of a culture, which is a complex tapestry woven with countless threads of history, values, and unique ways of life. When we judge others based on stereotypes, we are like people looking at the world through a keyhole, seeing a tiny, distorted part. So, how can we break down these barriers and build a cultural bridge? First and foremost, education plays a vital role. We need to incorporate cross-cultural education into our school. By learning about different cultures, histories, customs, and values in a systematic way, students can develop a more objective and comprehensive understanding. For instance, schools can organize cultural exchange weeks, inviting foreign students or experts to share their cultures firsthand, and also encourage students to participate in international study programs. Secondly, personal experiences are traveling, studying, or working abroad can expose us to the real-life aspects of other cultures. When we live with a host family in a foreign country, we can experience their daily routines, festivals, and the ways they interact within the family. This experience shatters barriers and replaces them with real-life stories and personal connections. Moreover, media has a huge responsibility. In the digital age, media can either fuel stereotypes or be a powerful tool for cultural understanding. Media should present diverse and accurate portrayals of different cultures, highlighting the individuality within each culture, rather than relying on cliched images. For example, documentaries can showcase the various aspects of Chinese rural life, which is often overshadowed by the image of modern metropolises in the eyes of foreigners. In conclusion, overcoming stereotypes in Sino-foreign exchange is not an easy task, but is essential for building a more harmonious and inclusive global community. Let's all be cultural ambassadors, break down the walls of stereotypes, and build bridges of understanding. Only in this way can we truly appreciate the beauty of cultural diversity and create a world where different cultures coexist and serve together. Thank you.
到目前为止，所有的选手都已经完成了精彩的演讲。他们有的用激昂的语调阐述深刻的观点，有的呢声情并茂，用生动的故事传递温暖的情感。每一位选手都展现出了非凡的实力，让我们各个小伙伴再次给他们献上热烈的掌声。
Okay, so far, all the contestants have completed their one-course speeches. Some of them expounded profound views with passion and some with vivid stories. Every contestant demonstrated an extraordinary performance.
下面呢是在核分的这个环节，大家稍等片刻。我们现在要开始进入到点评的环节，是需要我们的外教来参与点评吗？好，那么首先让我们的老师来，我把话筒送下去吧。好 ，All right, Mr. Gameron.
Yes, okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Is that okay? You can make your judgment. All right.
You ready to go there? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it could be best. All right. 掌声给到各位。
I'm going to give you a few points, right? So most of the time when I talk to students, what should I do to make my speech better, right? So most of the time, or at least some time, the student doesn't know what he has to do to make a good speech. For example, I would break it down. If you're gonna stay here like with no gestures, right? Your speech is gonna sound robotic. It's not good. But for example, I noticed a few students, I want to say three things. The first one is, so gestures makes your speech much more likely to audience like you much better. And also help you understand better. So gestures is one of them. Another one, for example, is reading. You notice that I'm having notes here, right? But I'm not reading. So the notes is helpful for me to remember what I have to say. A lot of students feel like, I have to memorize my whole speech. No. You have some bullet points, and then, okay, now next thing I have to talk to is this. And then you look at the audience, make eye contact. So this is going to make you connected with your audience. So they feel like you're talking to them, not talking to the walls, because you're looking at them. Eye contact is very important. Okay, next one is about reading. So when you're reading, you're not making eye contact. So I noticed only one student here today was reading, right? So she was the least one that had eye contact. Another one here is pronunciation. Clarity is very important. Even though if you have to speak slowly, right, articulated, so people need to understand your speech. Otherwise, this is the whole point of the speech, right? They need to understand you. So clarity is very important. Also volume. Today, volume is not a problem because we're using the microphone. A lot of the times when at least in my classes, and when I ask the student, they speak so low. It's very hard to understand what they're saying when they speak so low. Volume is very important, but today is not the issue because we're using the microphone. And also I put here time, right? So the judges ask us to timing, right? So 3 to 4 minutes. This is another point. And also you can put all together, and then you can say all the overall, right? So students who kind of do this, do those things, like look at eye contact, make some gestures, right? Not reading, and making vocal variety. Because if you speak like reading, like monotonous, like the same tonality all the time, it's going to be monotonous. But for example, making some pauses, and increasing the volume, decreasing. This is vocal variety. This is very good for anyone giving a speech. So I hope to give you some ideas of things that makes your speech better. And there's no magic formula. When you come here, you're very nervous. And sometimes you have a blank memory, you don't have time to think what you're doing here. But if you start training, coming here more often, participating in the speech context, you're gonna become used to it. And that's gonna be more relaxing. And then the more relaxed you are, your speech is gonna sound much better. So that's what I had to give you as a feedback, but I feel like everyone did a good speech. But of course, some of them are better than the others, and I'll give my points then. Okay, give you back to the phone, the microphone.
Thank you.
Yes.
OK， 各位呢，我们现在正在算分这个环节。那出于对整个过程的严谨，我们呢下面进行到最后一个环节。我们再次向所有的参赛的选手表达热烈的庆贺，是你们用努力的才华证明了你的自己和你的青春。给我们带来了一场无与伦比的演讲盛宴。同时呢，我也要感谢所有的参赛选手，是你们的积极付出，让本次比赛充满了活力和激情。最后，我还要感谢所有的评委和观众的热心支持。本次英语演讲比赛到现在呢，就要告一段落。我想祝大家晚安，同时期待着下一次的相聚。
Okay, once again, congratulations to all the winners. You have proved yourselves with your efforts and talents. At the same time, we also want to thank all the contestants. It's your active participation that has made this competition full of vitality and passion. Thank you to all the judges for your professional judgment, and thank you to every audience member on site for your support and patient listening. See you guys next time.
OK， 那么请各位观众呢已经可以离场。我希望所有的参赛选手，包括我们的评委，还有工作人员，我们可以在这里进行合影和留念。OK， 谢谢各位，非常感谢各位今天的到来。
让评委和参赛选手上台合影。
好的，现在请各位选手和评委们上台合影。其他
来，快来，小伙伴们。来，快来，大家一块儿来参与快乐的合影环节。来，老师，这边请。男生站在后面，女生站在前面，来，大家站在一起，让老师们站在中间。来，男生站在后面，快来，快起来！
这个能关吗？这个投影仪？
啊，对，这个给它关掉。对，给它关掉。把它转一个方向。
谢谢。往前就往里面站一点，往里面站一点。这边再站几个吧。
右边再站两个，那两个。
3、2、1，然后再来一张。3、2、1。哦 ，OK 了。
好，谢谢老师，谢谢同学们。